My film is called You've Been Trumped. It's a David and Goliath story of Donald Trump building a golf course resort on a special scientific interest in Scotland. A lot of people, they'd say, oh, you know, we don't want to take on somebody like Donald Trump. He's got this record for suing people, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, well, look, you know, how can we ever get these stories out there if people are not prepared to challenge, you know, to question these things?
It follows one Marine from the beginning of his deployment to Afghanistan and to his return back home to North Carolina and his transition back to a society that has no connection to what he just went through. These guys are trained to be warriors. They're trained to not show any weakness and push through any sort of situation. But when it comes to coming to terms with the psychological battle, you can't just push through it. Also, this is a story about the caretakers that are affected by this war. They're going through this battle as much as those on the battlefield.
Buck the film is a film about Buck Brannaman, who is an amazing horseman that has overcome tremendous odds to be a leader to horses and to people and to teach people how to discover their own humanity through horses. And he loves to talk. He has a great cowboy way of saying things, which I find very fresh and unique.
KORAN by Heart is essentially a competition film or a spelling bee type film for kids from across the Islamic world who compete in what's sort of the Olympics of Quran reciting. It's really just a human story about kids who are competing at a very, very high level. You don't have to know anything about the competition itself. We learn all that through the film, and people just totally buy into it and are really transported.
It's a film filmed in Egypt about a family. It happens that this family are dancing, Oriental dance, in weddings in popular neighborhood.
I would like people to appreciate the poetry in the film.
Better This World is a film about two young men, David McKay and Bradley Crowder, from Midland, Texas, which is George Bush's hometown, who were arrested on domestic terrorism charges.
We sort of wanted to look behind the headlines. We wanted to get to understand who are the people who are domestic terrorists and tell a deeper story than we get on the nightly news.